It's time for Tech Favorites, August edition. So I've never attempted to make a video quite like this before, so here goes. I'm going to go through my tech favorites, my devices and objects that I've really been liking through the month of August, and I'm just going to try and continue like this in future months too. So, let's get right into it. First up, we have the Corsair K70 Vengeance mechanical gaming keyboard. Now this I've had for a little while, but this is definitely my main keyboard and my favorite one to use, especially for gaming. It's got, and I don't know if you can see this because of the lighting, but let's see if I can turn this on. Well, first of all, it's got the removable, whatever you call this thing, wrist guard. It's got a nice grip on it, and yeah, it's really comfortable. I put it like pretty much right at the edge of my desk, and it's great. So okay, let's see if we can get the lights on here. Ooh, so it's got 3 levels of brightness, and you can change the keys that are backlit from like every key to a subset of keys which you predefine. And actually, if you hold down this button, it'll go into basically key light mode, and you can tap on keys and have them become part of your set that stays on. Let's get out of that. This keyboard has Cherry MX Brown mechanical switches in it, so those are the semi-loud, semi-tactile feeling switches that have a decent actuation force to them. I believe it's 45 grams. Yeah, I usually end up keeping this on medium brightness. I leave the backlights on just for the main set of keys and for the keys in the 10 key section over here. I don't really use the media keys very much, but it's nice that they're there if I ever do want to. Yeah, this is made out of, well, the back is plastic, but the front is like solid aluminum, so it's very stable and has a great feel to it. Let me give you an example of some of the feels here. Okay, so the next item is not really a tech device so much as it is a feat of technology. This is a Swell water bottle, and it's made out of stainless steel, but what sets this apart from other water bottles is the fact that it's vacuum sealed. It's got 2 layers, and there's a vacuum seal between them, and so this will actually keep drinks cold for, I believe, up to 24 hours, and it'll do drinks hot for 12 hours. And so, of course, I was skeptical of it at first, but it actually does work, and it works really well. Like, you could leave this in direct sunlight in your car with, you know, iced water in it, and you come back, you know, multiple hours later and drink it, and it's still nice and cold and really refreshing. So this is a great buy, and I believe these are $35 for the medium-sized one, which is what I have here. This is like a textured bluish, greenish color. I guess mostly blue. And yeah, that's the Swell water bottle. I'll put a link in the description of where you can get these from. These are pretty awesome. Okay, the next item is another not quite tech favorite, but still a feat of technology nonetheless. And this is a knife for use in your kitchen. And this particular one is by a brand called Kikuichi. And here's the box that it came in right here. So it's got this seal on it here. I believe this was like a family seal that was commissioned by the emperor. Like, this company was commissioned, it says a 700-year family tradition. This family was commissioned to make swords for the emperor's army until the age where they decided to start scaling back on that, and then from there they began making cutlery. So they have this beautiful, I believe this is an 8 1/4 inch blade. It's got a rosewood handle here, and the blade is double beveled, so some Japanese knives are single-sided, meaning one side is flat and the other side has the bevel on it. This one is double, and this is great for cutting all sorts of things, and it is razor sharp. Like, I had a friend basically just nick the very edge of the heel of the blade here and cut their finger open pretty bad, and they were quite scared of this after that. But if you know what you're doing in the kitchen, this is a really nice knife to have. You can see there's the seal on there, and that's actually stamped into the steel of the blade. And this is extremely sharp, and I'm blown away by the precision of the craftsmanship on this, and that's why I just had to include it in this. Alright, now for the last item. This is something that I've been really having my eye on for a while, and I finally broke down and got one, and it is everything that I hoped it would be. This is the DJI Phantom 3 Advanced quadcopter, drone, whatever you want to call it. That's what it is. It's got a 1080p full HD 60 frame per second 40 megabit per second camera that is on a 3-axis stabilized gimbal, which allows you to have the drone flying and have completely stable shots all at the same time. And you can even pan the camera around using the controls on the controller here. It's got a range of over a mile, I believe, and it can go at full acceleration. It can go about 30 miles an hour, so it's really pretty impressive. You can see the battery in the back here. Each battery has about a 23-minute flight time, and this will give you an indication of the charge of it. You can see mine's about halfway charged here. And yeah, this thing is really pretty amazing. You can see some of the other videos on my channel I have already taking a look at this, which it's fantastic. So let me get a close-up of the camera here. I believe that the camera is made by Sony, although it doesn't actually say that anywhere on it. Of course, you've got your motors on the top here. It's really a pretty amazing piece of engineering, and it works extremely well. And then here's the controller for it, and this is what gives you the range of like over a mile of tracking. It's got really good action on the controls, and you can see, battery life on this as well. You can take pictures directly from this. You can view the pictures that you've taken. You can start video directly from this. You can change the mode, change the angle of the camera on the gimbal, and you can even mount your phone here in the top. So this is pretty cool. So you just kind of push on this button on the side, and this thing pops out, and then you just take your phone, which I'm using iPhone 6 here, and you just clamp it right in there. Plugs into the back via USB right there with your standard Thunderbolt cable, and you get the full DJI Go app. You can get the full HD view. I believe it comes through in 720p to your phone from the device in real time, and almost no latency there, so it's really pretty amazing. So yeah, that's my last tech favorite. Hope you enjoyed this video. I look forward to making more in the future, and as always, thanks for watching. See you next time.